Mata's gonna flee when they see me. What up, people? Trump is by far the weakest piece of um, shite president we've ever had. He is a weak POS. Check out this clip.
Well, they're going. I mean, we're negotiating right now, but they're not getting to the right answer. And we're not going to see people. We're not going to see what's happened for 47 years. Keep going. 47 years we've been doing this with them. The Obama deal was the worst deal. Nobody ever saw a deal so stupid. Right now, if you did the Obama deal, if that held, if I didn't terminate it, Iran would have a nuclear weapon, and it would be a whole different ballgame. That Obama deal was one of the worst, one of the dumbest deals I've ever seen. First of all, it's very short term. It would long be over. You know that. Would be not. I terminated it, but if I didn't, it would be over by now anyway. But the Obama deal, what he did was one of the dumber deals. I've seen a lot of dumb deals. That would be one of the dumber deals.
He capitulated.
We're not going to see what's happened for 40, and we're not going to see people. We're not going to see what's happened for 47 years. Keep going.
God damn,
47 years we've been doing this with them. The Obama deal was the worst deal. Nobody ever saw a deal so stupid. Right now, if you did the Obama deal, if that held, if I didn't terminate it, Iran would have a nuclear weapon, and it would be a whole different ballgame.
God, he makes
that Obama deal was one of the worst, one of the dumbest deals I've ever seen. First of all, it's very short term. It would long be over. You know that. Would be not. I terminated it, but if I didn't, it would be over by now anyway. But the Obama deal, what he did was one of the dumber deals. I've seen a lot of dumb deals. That would be one of the dumber deals.
Wow. What a chode. What an absolute chode of a president.
I would have never given them $150 billion. I would have never given them the money. I would have never given. They're using it. They don't have to make nuclear.
Titan,
they can buy it.
We have taken their money. It's not our money. It's their money. And we froze it. At a certain point in time, I guess we're going to have to give it back.
The flaws in the deal also include insufficient enforcement and near total silence on Iran's missile program.
If other countries have them, it's a little bit unfair for them not to have some.
Ballistic missiles that could deliver nuclear warheads.
Sir, you shouldn't let them have any missile. I said, well, what am I going to do? Am I going to let Saudi Arabia have missiles, but they can't have them? Yes, sir. Doesn't work that way, you know? Missiles they hurt a little location, but they don't blow up the planet.
They were doing badly, and then we took the sanctions off. We should have never taken the sanctions off before we finished the deal.
We have sanctions which will never let them rebuild. They would have no money. So something will happen as soon as they behave. When they behave, we're going to let that go. We're going to have to.
We're letting them, how about this one? Self-police. They are going to tell us whether or not they're building nuclear weapons.
There's nothing enforceable in the deal itself. Is that correct?
Doesn't have to be. I let them know. I said, look, if you don't adhere to the agreement, I don't want to do that, but we're going to bomb the hell out of you.
I would have never given them $150 billion. I would have never given them the money. I would have never given. They're using it. They don't have to make nuclear.
Trump and
they
then
can buy it.
We have
then now
taken their money. It's not our money. It's their money, and we froze it. At a certain point in time, I guess we're going to have to give it back.
The flaws in the deal also include insufficient enforcement and near total silence on Iran's missile program.
If other countries have them, it's a little bit unfair for them not to have some.
Ballistic missiles
Christ.
that could deliver nuclear warheads.
Sir, you shouldn't let them have any missile. I said, well, what am I going to do? Am I going to let Saudi Arabia have missiles, but they can't have them? Yes, sir. Doesn't work that way, you know? Missiles they hurt a little location, but they don't blow up the planet.
They were doing
Probably
badly,
did.
and then we took the sanctions off. We should have never taken the sanctions off before we finished the deal.
We have sanctions which will never let them rebuild. They would have no money. So something will happen as soon as they behave. When they behave, we're going to
Fuck
let
this
that
guy.
go. We're going to have to.
We're letting them, how about this one? Self-police. They are going to tell us whether or not they're building nuclear weapons.
There's nothing enforceable in the deal itself. Is that correct?
Doesn't have to be. I let them know. I said, look, if you don't adhere to the agreement, I don't want to do that, but we're going to bomb the hell out of you.
I would have never given them.
God, he's such a stupid, ignoramus fucking president. He truly makes me sick. I mean, he just does. He's such a piece of shit. Happy Father's Day, everybody. Tell the fathers out there, happy Father's Day. Doesn't even know what he's talking about. He doesn't. Here for the week, personal attacks. Only thing I see that's super weak is Trump's pathetic ass. Dude, he is such a weak president. Such a piece of shit.
We don't know what's in the deal U.S. and Iranian negotiators are working out to end the war, but President
Oh,
Trump wants to
whoops.
make very clear that it's nothing like the deal President Obama made back in 2015. But is it? After very lengthy negotiations with top allies, Obama unveiled a major international agreement.
We have achieved a detailed arrangement that permanently prohibits Iran from obtaining a nuclear weapon.
Iran agreed to limit its nuclear ambitions, cap uranium enrichment, and allow inspections of its nuclear sites. In exchange, the U.S. lifted some sanctions and unfroze billions of dollars in Iranian assets. Trump campaigned on ending this.
We made the worst deal ever made with Iran, right? The worst.
And pulled out in 2018.
The Iran deal is defective at its core.
Since then,
Trump
Iran
is
has
weak,
ramped up its
dude.
nuclear program, and just before the war, its uranium
Goodness.
enrichment was estimated at around 60%, according to the International Atomic Energy Agency. Right now, U.S. and Iranian
I just
negotiators
got
are
off of a
signaling there is
12-hour
progress
shift.
toward an agreement that could result in an end to this war. So, in other words, they're working toward a deal to reach a deal. And among the provisions, it's expected.
I love when the MAGA chuds say, you don't have a job, you're weak. Brother, I literally just got off a 12-hour shift. I'm fucking going in for another one tonight to make money. You guys are, I feel like when you guys go around calling people jobless, you're projecting. You're probably jobless as fuck, never had a good job in your entire life. Then you're just like trying to project that on me. Get fucked. You fucking cunts. The fucking cunts. Oh, shit. I love it. It's so funny. Yeah, I
To
know.
include commitments by Iran not to pursue a nuclear weapon, according to a senior administration official. But some of the president's more hawkish conservative critics are warning this deal is not going to end the nuclear threat from Iran. Mike Pompeo saying the deal seems straight out of the Obama playbook. Pay the IRGC to build a WMD program and terrorize the world, not remotely America first. Senate Armed Services Committee Chair Roger Wicker said the president was being ill-advised to pursue a deal that would not be worth the paper it is written on. Trump repeatedly pushing back on his critics and trying to preemptively distance.
Oh, do you need me to bring back up the fucking comparison directly of your daddy Trump speaking? Because I will. You absolute fuckholes. Let's see. I think it's this clip.
Himself from that Obama-era deal, saying in this social media post, it will be the exact opposite of the JCPOA disaster negotiated by the failed Obama administration, which was a direct and open path to a nuclear weapon for Iran. No, I don't do deals like that.
Yes, he does.
Well, they're
Okay, I
going.
want
I mean,
him.
we're negotiating right now, but they're not getting to the right answer. And we're not going to see people. We're not going to see what's happened for 47 years. Keep going.
Shut the fuck up, you fucking cunt president. Okay, no CNN here for any of the mega twat waffles. This is Trump in the past versus Trump yesterday or the day before. Listen up.
I would have never given them $150 billion. I would have never given them the money. I would have never given. They're using it. They don't have to make nuclear.
they can buy it. We have taken their money. It's not our money. It's their money. And we froze it. At a certain point in time, I guess we're going to have to give it back.
The flaws in the deal also include insufficient enforcement and near total silence on Iran's missile program.
If other countries have them, it's a little bit unfair for them not to have some.
Ballistic missiles that could deliver nuclear warheads.
Sir, you shouldn't let them have any missile. I said, well, what am I going to do? Am I going to let Saudi Arabia have missiles, but they can't have them? Yes, sir. Doesn't work that way, you know? Missiles they hurt a little location, but they don't blow up the planet.
They were doing badly, and then we took the sanctions off. And we should have never taken the sanctions off before we finished the deal.
We have sanctions which will never let them rebuild. They would have no money. So something will happen as soon as they behave. When they behave, we're going to let that go. We're going to have to.
We're letting them, how about this one? Self-police. They are going to tell us whether or not they're building nuclear weapons.
There's nothing enforceable in the deal itself. Is that correct?
Doesn't have to be. I let them know. I said, look, if you don't adhere to the agreement, I don't want to do that, but we're going to bomb the hell out of you.
I would have never given them $150 billion. I would have never given them the money. I would have never given. They're using it. They don't have to make nuclear. They can buy it.
We have taken their money. It's not our money. It's their money. And we froze it.
With him, that's what Obama did. And you guys have been bitching and moaning and crying about it. Trump just gave them way fucking more of their money back. Like, dude, look at Marco Rubio. He looks like he is fucking dying inside. Like, no doubt, looks like he is dying on the inside. Let's see, what other clips do we got here? Oh, man. Trump responded to the backlash. We're going to have to look at that. Holy shit. Of course he responded to the backlash. He responded to everything. He's such a crybaby cunt. Such a cunt. Fuck.
Withering criticism of the agreement the president signed with Iran. And a lot of it is coming from members of his own party. And this morning, before dawn, the president indicated he does not like these comments one bit. Now, the concerns raised include the pause in sanctions allowing Iran to sell oil immediately, the lack of specifics on curbing Iran's nuclear program, the opening for Iran to ultimately charge fees for ships to transit the Strait of Hormuz, and beyond the text of the plan, criticisms of the new comments that the president himself made, suggesting Iran should be allowed to.
Hey, okay, bro. Obama didn't do that, though. Like, he didn't do that. Like, we had oversight over there. Trump pulled us out of a deal only because Obama got it done. Like, dude, he didn't get a better deal. He got a far fucking worse deal. Trump is a weak piece of shit. He is by far the biggest piece of shit president we have ever had. He is such a weak fucking piece of garbage. He just sickens me. The shit that comes out of his mouth fucking makes me sick. Fuck, man. But Obama, man. But Biden. Only people crying are the MAGA cunts here right now, because I'm making y'all look foolish with your dumb fucking takes. And Trump's own words are making you guys look fucking foolish.
Have missiles, even though one of the stated goals of the whole war was to destroy their missiles. Listen now to the critics.
Now, I don't want to see theocratic Islamists who want to kill us made stronger. So if this deal is giving them $300 billion, that's a mistake.
They're better off than they were before the hostilities began. And that should not be the consequence of war.
Some calling it an American surrender, saying it's even worse than the Obama deal of 2015. Now, Nikki Haley called it a, quote, huge mistake to pay to rebuild the threat we just destroyed. Senator Ted Cruz told the Daily Wire he felt like Trump was getting very poor advice and called it ill-advised. In the meantime, Senator Bill Cassidy took it one step further.
This will go down as a tremendous foreign policy blunder. Iran ends up stronger.
Did China?
Our allies in the region are weaker. And Iran.
China, you're wrong. Okay. Trump didn't do anything like you just said. He's a piece of shit. Jesus. You are so stupid. It must be so embarrassing being so stupid. Hey, brother, am I stupid? The stupid is as stupid does, brother. Only people who are stupid are the people listening to Donald Trump still today in 2026, after the man has been proven to be a fucking lying piece of shit over and over and over and over. And Minnie says, yes, he's a piece of shit. Okay. Thumbs up for Minnie if you think she's not or if you think she's like the cutest little dog ever. Little Minnie's. She's ready for me to snuggle, y'all. She's ready for me to snuggle. Because I got to sleep in the bed. I got one more night tonight. And then I got to work Wednesday, Thursday. Everybody, this is Minnie. She's my babies. My big baby. It's so funny, man.
Iran has learned that if they're willing to grab that Strait of Hormuz and choke it off, they can get the Western world to dance to their tune. I think it's a deep mistake.
How do you know the president doesn't like these comments? Around 4:30 a.m. this morning, he wrote, quote, "These fools who think I haven't been tough enough on Iran are either jealous, bad people, or stupid."
Joining us now, CNN political commentators S.E. Cupp, former Trump White House communications director Anthony Scaramucci, author of the upcoming book, All the Wrong Moves, How 3 Catastrophic Decisions Led to the Rise of Trump, and Republican strategist Brad Todd. Anthony, what do you think of the deal?
Well, it's so hard to believe that I actually thought it can't be true. And we look through the numbers, like, okay, there's no way that this is the deal. And I think he's pinned now because the reaction is so bad that he'll now start lying about it and saying, okay, that wasn't really the deal. Go look at this shiny object over here and let's pretend that that's not the deal. So the market thus far has not reacted poorly. But I expect it to as this unfolds.
He also seems to be now kind of pointing the finger at J.D. Vance a little bit, kind of almost kind of setting him up as the fall guy.
Yeah, I think in the beginning of the war, you'll probably remember, it seemed like he was setting up Pete Hegseth, right? Remember, he pointed at Pete in a meeting and he was like, this was Pete's idea. Seems like he's shifted to J.D. Vance now owns, I guess, the conclusion of this war, where Pete maybe owns the beginning. But listen, for a lot of Republicans, myself, a former Republican included, we have a long memory of the JCPOA. And I remember the condemnation of that for good reason. It wasn't a great deal. Next to that deal, this looks like the Magna Carta of deals. Like this looks like a treaty. I mean, or that looked like the Magna Carta of deals next to Trump's. It's just so bad. It doesn't leave us with much of anything we didn't have before. In fact, our economy is weaker. Our allies and our enemies don't trust our might anymore. We've watched Trump capitulate on a bunch of things. I just don't see how he can save face with this if the details stay as they are.
Anderson, I want you to imagine a scenario where the Obama administration, the Biden administration created $1 trillion of economic damage, $1 billion a day to fight a war. When the war was over, the straits closed, and we're going to give $300 billion of reparations, and nothing resolved on the nuclear situation.
And if Biden had been praising like the mullahs and the leaders there,
it's okay to have missiles. Everybody's got a few missiles here and there. There would be outrage like you can't believe. So I guess the big question is, how does Trump still get away with it? What is it about his Teflon that allows him to get away with something like this? And I think as we get closer to the midterms and over the midterms, despite his stronghold on the primary voters in the Republican Party, I think the traditional Republicans are going to really break from him.
Brad, I want to play what President Trump said actually about J.D. Vance.
There's some element to this where you send the vice president. If it works out, great, you look like a genius for sending him. And if it doesn't work out, it's the vice president.
I like that idea, sure. Well, this way, if it works out, I'm going to take the credit. If it doesn't work out, I'm blaming JD. You better be careful, JD. He's going to turn his plane around and get the hell out of here. Yeah, I like that idea. I think it's a good idea.
Trump actually openly talks about wanting to fuck his own daughter, bro. Are you sure about that, dude? Are you sure? Because this Jeffrey Epstein bestie, pedophile protector, bragged about wanting to fuck his own daughter. Like, dude, that's fucking gross. This man is disgusting.
Brad, Republican Senator Bill Cassidy also said that this agreement was going to leave Iran stronger, allies weaker. There's precedent for Iran to use control over the Strait of Hormuz as leverage. Do you think that's a fair assessment?
Well, I think the president should have said the vice president didn't read the art of the MOU. I don't know about the art of the deal here yet. And this is just a memorandum of understanding. I certainly hope the final deal will be better. And I think
you think there's going to be a final deal?
Oh yeah, we got 500 people in here. Like, taking a little break, I think, does help. Not streaming so much, I think, does help, because we're sitting at 500 viewers, which is we haven't seen for quite some time, like 6 months probably.
There's a right to be.
So thank you all. Thank you all for chilling with me and shitting down Trump and MAGA cunts trouts, because it's funny. It's truly some funny shit.
It's a right to be skeptical, but there are some carrots in there for the Iranians at the end of a final deal, which is the U.S. forces don't have to leave the region until 30 days after a final deal. Hopefully that this final deal will be worth leaving over. This certainly is not. I'm in touch with a lot of Republican elected officials and candidates, and I've not heard one of them today say that what they've heard so far on this MOU is a good idea. I think that's an indication that it's a political problem. And, the president's not on the ballot anymore, but the vice president might want to run one day. And I think it could be a very big political problem for him in the future.
Do either of you see there actually being a nuclear agreement?
It is sad.
Ellen Iyer was like 60 days.
I have to laugh about it, but it is truly sad that so many people support a felon, rapist, pedophile, Jeffrey Epstein bestie piece of shit, bro. You guys want to talk about Bill Clinton and this? Fuck Bill Clinton. Bill Clinton and Trump should be locked up together for being pieces of fucking trash, period. Fuck anybody that ever partied with Jeffrey Epstein. They can get fucked. I don't give a fuck who they are. If you partied with Jeffrey Epstein for 10 to 20 years, go fuck yourself. Get out of our government. For real. You sick fucks. No, he didn't. He called a sheriff after the dude got busted and said, "We knew they were monsters." Bro, that he should have been charged for that, because he knew. Living with your mama? What's wrong with living with mama?
Mama. Did you bring me some meatloaf? Did you bring me, actually, give me some eggs and bacon. Okay, Mama? Yep. I'll clean up my basement bedroom. Just bring me some breakfast, Mama. Bring me some goddamn breakfast, Mama. Mama! Hey, Mama! Hey, Mama! I gotta get Mama down here, y'all. She's gonna come down here and whip my ass. That's just is what it is. Fuck it. Fuck it, man. Fuck it. Fuck it.
It's 120 days, doesn't matter the length of time. There's not really leverage over the Iranian regime.
Just by way of example, the JCPOA took 2 years to ratify that deal, to come to these specifics, because the devil's always in the details with these. And Iran is patient. Iran has been planning and preparing for a war of attrition with the United States for 20 years. They are cheering this deal. And I think if they think that they can actually walk Trump over the finish line because he is desperate.
I was a carpet layer. I still lay carpet every now and then for side jobs and shit. I just did a side job like a couple days ago. But I don't do carpet anymore. Unless I do it on the side. Like, I don't do it full time anymore. I'm a factory worker right now. But I make good money in a factory. Appreciate the support, Heather. Thank you, Heather. I love y'all also. It's been a good day. It's been a good day, actually. It'll be a better day when I'm off tomorrow. I'll be off work tomorrow morning, and I get a couple days off. Then I just got to work Wednesday, Thursday. So.
He's tired. He's bored of this, and it's a midterm election year. I think that's what they're hoping for. They're holding out that they can actually walk him across the finish line on these details.
Anthony, do you think this affects the midterms at all?
I think on the margin it affects the midterms because the midterms to me still is going to be about affordability, and I don't think anything gets done here. And I think there'll be higher oil prices leading into the midterms. And if the Democrats can get it together and coalesce, they have a big statement against the president and his party.
But it's not just the Democrats. You're absolutely right about that. It's Republicans. You've already mentioned a bunch of Republicans
they'll start
who are mad about it.
They'll start breaking.
It's not just congressional Republicans who are up for re-election. Trump doesn't seem to care. It's also voters. It's Republican voters who didn't want this war, who don't want the consequences of this war, namely higher gas prices. They don't want any part of this. So I think it will have kind of a ripple effect for the midterms.
I would agree and disagree with SC on that, Anderson. I think the war was, most Republicans did want to back the war. They do want to take out Iran. I think it's one place I disagree with SC on it. But there is a pressure on the Republican coalition. There is a foreign policy wing of the Republican coalition, and they're really capitalist suburbanites. And they've not always been Trump's biggest fans. I don't think this will help him with them. And then there are more blue collar people who are very cost sensitive on local affairs and the economic.
It's funny when the mega cucks want to bitch about fucking Nancy Pelosi doing insider trading, which I fucking hate. She's very good at it. But they don't get, like, Mike Johnson literally said they should be able to do that because they make such shitty money in the government. Like, fuck Mike Johnson. Fuck the Republicans, dude. Motherfuckers get the best fucking health care, over $100K a year to work like fucking 50 days or some shit. A ridiculous amount of days. Fucking pieces of shit. Ugh.
Affairs. I think this potentially could help with them. But this is you don't want to be talking about half your coalition being happy with anything. And I think if the final deal is not better, this is a real electoral problem for the president.
It also seems like there was an administration official which talked about kind of a gentleman's agreement with Iran about certain aspects of the negotiations, and that the U.S. official told CNN either side could walk away from talks over the next 60 days.
A lot of this seems to be like honor system, which, again, should make everyone deeply suspicious. There were some provisions in Obama's deal. For example, the supposedly anytime, anywhere inspections ended up giving Iran 24 days delay for them to hide stuff before inspectors came. Like, Iran's good at this. They are good at.
Yeah, bro. Most of America agrees that violent fucking criminals should be deported, dude. God damn, you people are fucking exhausting. An actual hardworking man that isn't drinking the mega Kool-Aid BS. Some out there troubling the Republican mega assets. I really get a kick out of shitting down their throats, Heather. I do. I love it. As much as I hate the divide in America, I love making fun of the mega hypocrisy. Because they're just such cunts. They're such twats. They're just so weak. They're the biggest fucking chodes ever.
At getting these carve-outs into these deals. So Iran is going to be patient. Iran is going to wait. And I think they like this framework so far.
Anderson, when the Iranians call this an exemplification of America's failure, the deal, is that part of the gentleman's agreement, or is that non-gentlemanly?
Anthony, I mean, somebody who knows the president, worked for him. How does he look like? How does he seem to you? Just in talking, maybe he's been traveling internationally. His schedule is grueling.
Listen, I'm not in the president's got the.
Listen, before this CNN clip, we watched a direct comparison of Trump speaking in the past and Trump speaking like 2 days ago, dude. Iran way, you cry peace deal, you cry too funny. It's not a peace deal, bro. It's a memorandum of understanding. It's a gentleman's agreement, dude. Oh my fucking God. God damn these people. Let me run it.
Mention camp. I think he's healthy for an 80-year-old. That he has a prodigious level of energy. He went from a UFC fight on Saturday to France.
Yeah, it's grueling.
And so you got to give him credit for all that. But what I really think the problem is they're afraid of him.
Old Scaramucci giving him credit for being all added out. Wow.
And there's a decision-making committee.
The people around him are.
Yeah, there's a decision-making committee of one. and they don't want to get in his crosshairs. They don't want to get fired. They like the significance of being around him. And
right here, this dude took his fucking nanny to Jeffrey Epstein's island, and he's still Trump's fucking standing up there behind Trump. What the fuck does that tell you, dude? These people are fucking disgusting. Ugh. Fucking sick fucks.
flying around on the big plane. And so if Abraham Lincoln had a team of rivals, the president has a hall of mirrors. And they're all trying to reflect to him what he wants. And I think it's very dangerous because straight shooters would go to him and say, well, this is a disaster. Let's get in a room with a group of negotiators and let's game theory what we need to do to better our position.
He can't listen to anybody. He knows how to remember fucking 5 animals, everybody. He's a fucking genius. I mean, he is a goddamn genius. I mean, I totally aced a cognitive dementia old man test. So I'm a fucking genius. Like, fucking Jesus Christ. How does this not embarrass you people? Is what I need to know. God damn it. God damn it. How does that not embarrass the fuck out of you? Fuck me running. God damn it. God damn it, Scott. Fucking A.
But you know him particularly well in terms of his salesmanship. I don't think he bothered to sell this war.
Yeah.
Well, obviously not. No, I mean that was a big problem with the NATO coalition.
SC Cup, Anthony Scaramucci. Thanks, Brad. Todd.
How many Scaramucci's are we going to have today? Let's see what Iran celebrated.
Iran emboldened. Moments after Trump officially signed the 14-point agreement with Iran, Iran's chief negotiator called the deal a, quote, record of America's failure. Iran also defiant about.
Sorry, everybody. CNN gonna fuck y'all up. Dude. Next week, the United States of America will find out the truth about what's going on. Watch his fans say. Watch what his fans say. They're gonna flip-flop on everything they're talking about. That's all they do is flip-flop. Every single decision MAGA makes is to flip-flop with Daddy Trump.
Its missile capabilities not being negotiable and declaring victory for leaving the, quote, nuclear issue to a later stage. Now, that's Iran right now dancing on the table. But the truth is the agreement appears to have a lot for Iran to celebrate if you take a step back and look at it, and very little for the U.S. Point number 4 of the 14-point, it's a brief memo, but point number 4, let me read you this one. The United States of America further undertakes to remove its forces from the proximity of the Islamic Republic of Iran within 30 days after the final deal. Okay, what does that actually mean? Because the U.S. didn't put ground troops in Iran, right? I mean, what does it mean, proximity of Iran? There are nearly 24 American military sites across the Middle East that are right around Iran. Is this a deal to limit or retreat from the Middle East for America? I mean, what's going on here? When pressed for details, Trump said he hadn't even thought about when the U.S. military will leave the Gulf, as if it was a thing.
Good question. We haven't thought of it. We're really probably a while. It's a good place to stay. I would say a little while. See how it all goes.
I mean, it's really confusing to even understand what he's talking about. No one's ever talked about removing or downsizing or anything with U.S. bases in the Middle East. There's this pretty stunning question out there. Let's go to point number 8, which reads, quote, the Islamic Republic of Iran reaffirms that it shall not procure or develop nuclear weapons. The most important word in there is reaffirms, because Iran is categorically not going to say that this is new, because Iran has repeatedly for decades said that they are not pursuing a nuclear weapon. They've said it again and again and again. The president of Iran, Pezeshkian, told it to me in a room of reporters in October. Every single time you met with them, they said it. Here's the president of Iran speaking at the UN last year.
I hereby declare once more before this assembly that Iran has never sought and will never seek to build a nuclear bomb.
So Iran has said that again and again. Now, as to whether that actually is what they were doing, well, that's the whole point of the issue. But the fact that they're saying it is not new. And point number 6, which is getting some of the most outrage for some MAGA loyalists tonight, is this, and I'll read it. The United States of America undertakes with regional partners to develop a definitive, mutually agreed plan with at least $300 billion for the reconstruction and economic development of the Islamic Republic of Iran. Okay, this is stunning. First thing I did when I saw this was just to look up how big is the Iranian economy. According to the IMF, the entire GDP, the entire size of the entire Iranian economy last year was $371 billion. So the United States is agreeing that Iran is going to get reconstruction money that is almost equivalent to its entire economy. Let's put it another way, doubling the size of Iran's economy. Trump claims the money won't be from the U.S., but money is money, and that isn't the point. The U.S. is arranging for Iran to double its economy. That is money. That it means a lot to Iran. That is everything to Iran. And it means Trump is going against his own commitment that he vowed unequivocally on April 17th when he said, quote, no money will exchange hands in any way, shape, or form. Well, that
what's fucking stunning to me is MAGA. They flipped on this. Like they're acting like Trump didn't say this shit. Like, dude, you guys make my fucking head hurt. You're so fucking inconsistent, dude. You fucking MAGA cunts. God damn you. Fucking twats.
That is not the deal that he signed. And it is worth pointing out, for years, Trump hammered Obama's 2015 deal with Iran on this very exact point.
They gave billions and billions of dollars to Iran. This should have been done by Obama. He went the other way. He was giving them cash. This deal funneled tens of billions of dollars to Iran that would have funded all of the chaos and the bloodshed and the terror in the region and all throughout the world.
Now, I mean, I guess if you're counting how much money did Iran get from that deal, it's estimated that it was about $50 billion in the 2015 deal. So, again, that's dwarfed by Trump's numbers.
Like, look at this shit, dude. Bro, inconsistent deals, but claims men are women and women is whoever identifies as a woman. Brother, please stop bringing this shit back to the trans and gay argument, dude. You fucking people are inconsistent as fuck. The most inconsistent group of fucking people that I think I've ever witnessed in America. Like, it's truly something to watch. It is. Watching y'all flip on every fucking issue that you used to. You guys really don't believe in anything because you flip on every single fucking thing that Trump has flipped on right with him. So get fucked. We know you guys don't care about the Epstein files. We know you don't care about predators and pedophiles and rapists and what they do to women or little girls. We know you don't give a fuck. You guys just like to pretend you give a fuck. And it's fucking sad, dude. It's sad.
6 times that. But the Obama administration at the time defended the $50 billion very specifically by saying they weren't giving money to Iran, that it was Iran's own assets that had been frozen in foreign banks under sanctions. And nobody was handing Iran money. It was just unfreezing their own money. But now, after all of Trump's criticism of Obama and the way that Trump, you heard, talked about that money, he's now using the exact same talking point, the exact same one. As Trump's agreement with Iran could unfreeze more than $100 billion in frozen assets.
Jesus Christ. Okay, since everybody, all the mega cunts are crying about CNN, let's just listen to Trump's own words versus in the past versus a day or two ago. I've already played this once or twice, but I'm going to play it again because it's fucking stunning that you people actually think you have a consistent opinion on anything.
I would have never given them $150 billion. I would have never given them the money. I would have never given. They're using it. They don't have to make nuclear. They can buy it.
We have taken their money. It's not our money. It's their money. And we froze it. At a certain point in time, I guess we're going to have to give it back.
The flaws in the deal also include insufficient enforcement and near total silence on Iran's missile program.
If other countries have them,
it's
a little bit unfair for them not to have some.
Ballistic missiles that could deliver.
The whole point, Jennifer, is Trump started a war with Iran to get a worse agreement than that was the Obama nuclear deal, the JCPOA or whatever it is. Dude, like, holy fuck. We should have never been at war in the first place. No more new war. Dude. If don't want, why good the narcissist into more? Nobody's goading them into anything. Like once Israel bombs them and the memorandum of understanding is void, he'll be right back to war.
Nuclear warheads.
Sir, you shouldn't let them have any missile.
Oh my God.
I said, well, what am I going to do? Am I going to let Saudi Arabia have missiles, but they can't have them? Yes, sir.
They are.
Doesn't work that way, you know? Missiles they hurt a little location, but they don't blow up the planet.
They were doing badly. And then we took the sanctions off. And we should have never taken the sanctions off before we finished the deal.
We have sanctions which will never let them rebuild. They would have no money. So something will happen as soon as.
They never were a nuclear threat, dude. Listen to you people. You don't know fucking shit if you're calling Iran a nuclear threat. They've been saying Iran is 2 weeks from a nuke for 30 plus years, dude. Get fucked with your bullshit talking point. For real, get fucked. You fucking mega cunts. All right, everybody. I'm going to finish this. I'm going to have to wrap up. I got to sleep.
Let that go. We're going to have to.
We're letting them, how about this one? Self-police. They are going to tell us whether or not they're building nuclear weapons.
There's nothing enforceable in the deal itself. Is that correct?
Doesn't have to be. I let him know. I said, look, if you don't adhere to the agreement, I don't want to do that, but we're going to bomb the hell out of you.
I would have never given them 150 billion. I would have never given them the money. I would have never given. They're using it. They don't have to make nuclear. They can buy it.
We have taken their money. It's not our money. It's their money. And we froze it. At a certain point in time, I guess we're going to have to give it back.
The flaws in the deal also include insufficient enforcement and near total silence on Iran's missile program.
If other countries have them, it's a little bit unfair for them not to have some.
Ballistic missiles that could deliver nuclear warheads.
Sir, you shouldn't let them have any missile. I said, well, what am I going to do? Am I going to let Saudi Arabia have missiles, but they can't have them? Yes, sir. Doesn't work that way, you know? Missiles they hurt a little location, but they don't blow up the planet.
They were doing badly. And then we took the sanctions off. And we should have never taken the sanctions off before we finished the deal.
We have sanctions which will never let them rebuild. They would have no money. So something will happen as soon as they behave. When they behave, we're going to let that go. We're going to have to.
We're letting them, how about this one? Self-police. They are going to tell us whether or not they're building nuclear weapons.
There's nothing enforceable in the deal itself. Is that correct?
Doesn't have to be. I let him know. I said, look, if you don't adhere to the agreement, I don't want to do that, but we're going to bomb the hell out of you.
I would have never given them 150 billion. I would have never given them the money. I would have never given. They're using it. They're not.
Listen, it's him. Anybody that's a MAGA supporter still, go look up his flip-flop on these fucking issues, dude. Why are you cool with Howard Nutlick standing up there behind him when the dude literally took his fucking young nanny to Epstein Island because Epstein wanted to meet her? Get fucked, dude. Get fucked. This is Trump's main people. His cabinet, his whole cabinet and himself are all over the files. Maybe not his whole cabinet, but Howard Nutlick for sure. Jesus. Fucking baby Jesus. Baby Jesus, help us. Everybody, if Jesus is real, we need baby Jesus to bring us out of this shit show. I'm not sure what we're gonna do. I believe we're about cooked in America, though. We like Trump because of how it makes you. Fuck, where'd that go? Oh, there it is. Because how it makes you nutsucker Democrats react. Because we're not treasonous pieces of shit. Like, so you guys are just like, fuck yeah, man. Fuck America if it makes the Democrats mad. Whatever, dude. Jesus fucking Christ. But yeah, I got to bounce, y'all. I got to get some sleep. Some of us do have jobs, unlike the MAGA cunts who don't have any job likely from all the accusing they do of other people not having jobs.
I'm gonna come.
This is Trump when he's making a deal with Iran.
I'm gonna come.
He's coming from all that fucking winning. Jesus fucking Christ. Baby Jesus, help us. Baby Jesus, fucking please save us. God damn it. We need baby Jesus to save all of us. Maybe the rapture happened, y'all. This is hell. Maybe the fucking rapture happened and this is actual hell. Only one screaming fuck America are unemployed Democrats on welfare. Bro. Oh my fucking God. You mega twats are a lot of you on welfare. Stop demonizing the poor people, bro. Demonize the rich fucking pieces of shit at the top, not the people who are struggling to fucking eat, dude. Get fucked. Jesus, come pick up your assholes. But yeah, I got to bounce, everybody. Appreciate everybody. This was a good one. I'll be back in the morning. Fuck Donald Trump. Fuck your daddy, Trump. He's an actual piece of shit, pedophile protecting piece of Epstein elite trash. Get fucked. And much love to the good people. I love y'all. Love all of you. Even you mega cunts. I don't have any hate for you. Remember that. I hate nobody. You guys need to wake the fuck up. Get woke, bro. Stop being the opposite of sleep, okay? Or stop being the opposite of woke, which is asleep, okay? You guys are all sleeping while Trump just fucks America in the ever-loving verse. Just fucking us all. Fucking Donald Trump. Love y'all. See you guys in the morning the next time. Deuces. Much love, homies. Oh, I did want to show you guys something real quick.
Let me feed you. Let me
Made one of
feed
these
you.
with
Don't
Minnie.
grab
Shit.
What's wrong with Minnie, man? She
I
just
made
went
one of these with
gangster
Minnie.
on my ass.
Let me feed you. Let me
One of these
feed you.
dog
Don't
ones.
grab me. If you grab me, I'm going to bite you. I swear to God, if you grab me, I'm going to bite the fuck out of you.
It's so funny, dude.
Let me feed you.
Sure you guys have seen this clip of other people's dogs.
Let me feed you. Let me feed you. Don't grab me. If you grab me, I'm going to bite you. I swear to God, if you grab me, I'm going to bite the fuck out of you.
What's wrong with Minnie, man? She just went gangster on my ass.
Let me feed you. Let me feed you. Don't grab me. If you grab me, I'm going to bite you. I swear to God, if you grab me, I'm going to bite the fuck out of you.
Oh, there's some way funnier ones than that. That shit is funny, though. Everybody, love y'all. Fuck your daddy, Trump. And much love to the good people out there. I love y'all. If I could get my shit to shut the fuck down. Deuces. Peace out. What up, 815 guy? I am back. I'll be back in the morning, bro. Keep giving old shit bag. Keep calling that shit bird out on his lies, my friend. Much love, y'all. See you guys soon. Love you.